All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and today we're going to be looking at Lord of Nazarick. This is a new game that came out, I believe, last week, and we've been playing it for 1 week. I wanted to actually get a good sense of the game and actually see what the game's about before I actually gave a little bit more of a review. As you can see, we are 13,000 power right now, so we have a reasonable team. Uh, I'm going to say this now. The game is good. All right. The game itself is good and it is fun. It's very anime-esque. It's got a lot of things that are like if you're an anime lover, you're going to love the story. You're going to love the actual, fighting and everything and the heroes. The only downside to this game is some of the small mechanics that will make some of the fights a little annoying. Other than that, it's not too bad. And there is a small issue of logging in every day. So basically, if you don't log in every day, you will be missing out and you will get pushed back really hard in the arena because people are going to level up much quicker than you. So missing days in this game, at least early game, is going to really impede your progress and it's also going to stop you from getting some of the goodies that we get. All right, so what is this game? Well, basically, it's an RPG. I mean, it's like every other game that you've seen in the sense that you do get heroes. So let's take a look at those heroes right now. So characters, most of you are going to get basically this hero right here, Yuri. She is a tank. She will jump in front of heroes as soon as they try to get attacked and take the damage for them. She's a really cool hero. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but she is a really good tank and does help because that way nobody, unless they're getting hit by AoEs, she's going to be an awesome, awesome hero. Everybody also gets this hero, Henry. She's a healer. Starts off kind of whatever, and then actually is not that bad of a healer. She heals one hero by a lot of HP, and then she'll heal the entire team. She does do, I think, attack up, I believe, a couple of other things. And then everyone will also get two other heroes. So this is Nabi, Nabi, however you want to call it. Um, Nabi and Albedo. I know, great names. Both of these heroes are SR heroes that once you upgrade them to 3 stars, they become SSR, as you can see here. So they do get stronger. They're the only two so far, I think, that I've seen that actually do that. I don't know if that's something they just did because they're story heroes, or if that's something because they actually want people to use them. Albedo is basically in love with your main demon guy that you're going to see, and she can do a lot of skills with him, so she isn't bad to level up. We haven't focused on her because we ended up pulling some other heroes. We are still leveling her, and as you can see, she's level 35. The rest of my team is for 43. I could level her up max right now. It'll be good to level up secondary heroes eventually. We just don't want to go too crazy early on because we need to spend a lot of time on our main team in order to beat things. So it does require you to spend time on your main team. So don't get too crazy on secondary heroes. So those are the main heroes. Then you've got your free pull. All right. Now, this is something that everybody gets. All right. Everyone will get a 10 pull, and it will be a 10 pull that you can re-roll 30 times and you can choose a hero. Now, if you look at the scales and like all the tiers and all that stuff, I believe the tank that looks like a giant crab is like the number one hero from the pulls, at least that I can see. I pulled Mare specifically because she's an AoE damage dealer, and it really helped me in the early stages and now actually because she does AoE damage, and you kind of wipe out waves really quickly if you focus on her and give her a lot of attack. Uh, the downside here is that every hero is going to follow the same path. I mean, there's very little from what I can see outside of gear and some other stuff, there's very little difference between heroes. If you say like someone else has this hero, you're not going to get a lot of difference, all right, in your build. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Now, there is also going to more than likely be an event for Evil Eye, or there's another hero who's like a flame wizard. He kind of looks like a nerd. I chose Evil Eye. She's a really good hero. Does tons of damage. Also has a single attack that will like bounce between enemies. Really cool hero. So we chose her, and we just kept summoning until we got her. Basically, it's a free banner that you get. It starts, I think it's 7 days. I don't remember how many days. It's a few days. Either way, if you summon a certain amount of heroes, you will eventually get a legendary, and we got her. So that was the one we got. So basically, the way this works is you're going to get leveled up. You have to click this button, and you can level them up with little potions. You'll get pretty much a reasonable amount. I haven't run out yet, and you can buy some from the 7-day event. There's ones you can buy with regular diamonds, and I would recommend buying almost everything from that 7-day event with your gems. Don't waste them on pulls and stuff until you actually get through that. And then I would also say if you are going to use any gems on pulls, only do it when you have like maybe between 1 and 4 missing, and just buy the rest to make that 10 pull and then pull. All right. So there's Star Up. Basically, Every time you get a certain amount of pieces, it starts off, real easy and then gets crazy. Right now we're at 20 pieces to get to 4 star, and you would need 20 pieces. It'll only highlight this 1/3 of the star. So that means you need 60 pieces in order to highlight this full star on this level to get her to 4 star. 2 star, I believe, is like 6 pieces, sometimes 8, and then these aren't available for these heroes. Then you've got your skills. All right. So now every hero has 4 skills. All right. They have their main skills, they have their side skills. And then when you go to upgrade, everybody has a tree. And once again, this is where I'm going to say that it's very weird. And it's also like you can't really, there's no difference between if I build this hero and you build this hero. Because one, if you come this way, you'll see you have level locks. All right. So you have to beat certain stages in order to unlock things. So most people are just going to go in. They're not going to wait till 7-4 because they're not going to be able to beat the content getting up to 7-4. So what they're going to do is they're going to level up all this stuff. So everyone's going to have the same stuff. It's not going to be any different for anyone. More than likely, you're just going to have the same ones. Every day you log in, you're going to get new skills. And basically, you go in and you fight. And every time you level up 5 levels, I think it is, you get a skill point and you're going to put it into one of the ones that's already available. And that's it. I mean, it's the best way to do it so far from what I can see. It doesn't seem to be worth it to wait and save up for skills unless you're like really pushing for like the EX push. And even then, most people are going to get that EX push at the same time. Eventually, you'll get all these skills, say, and I'm assuming that, once we level up, you're going to get to this EX piece, and eventually everything's going to be open. So, no, there's going to be no difference basically in skills for any hero that most people will have. Accessories, same thing. It's literally just a click. You have to just get the items and beat a stage. Once you do that, you just use these crystals, and boom, 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 and everybody will get the same exact tier stuff. So, nothing is going to be different there. Relics. Relics is the only place so far that I've seen that you can actually have some diversity in your team. And basically the way this works is you will have weapons that you can replace, all right? It's gear sets. There are sets. So as you can see here, she has termination, which gives crit and nullifies 20% of target's defense. So we chose that one. You can split sets. You only need 2 pieces, as you can see here, 2-piece set. Uh, so we have termination. We also have on our attacker Thunderband, which is thunder, which gives you 10% attack. All right. And then I have another armor, which is also attack. And then we have the weapon we just got, which is termination. So we have 2 of them for the crit set and we have 2 for the attack set. And then you get a little doll here that shows you, what set you're using. I wouldn't. Honestly, as long as you put attack on attack heroes and defense on defense heroes, you're going to be fine. There's not much here to really dig into. You don't get a lot of sets in the early game, so it's not like you're going to have a ton of choices. There are a few other things that are opening up. If you'll see here, like this is Hearthfire. It increases healing, so that's obviously going to go on your healer. It's like it's not really rocket science. Most of this stuff you can figure it out pretty easy. There are some new sets that we've been getting though. I think. Let me see if I can find one here. Uh, Here we go. Armor. No, it was armor. Those are the 2 new ones that we got. So we'll go into armor. So this set right here, Crimson, it basically deals additional damage equal to 30% attack to all initial targets hit, 40% with the Sparkle set when using attack skills. So basically your first hit, it looks like the initial hit, you're going to, or at least the initial hit of the attack is going to do 30% more damage. So that's kind of cool. And then you've also got this one, which is Alchemy, has a 70% chance, 100% with the Sparkle set to randomly grant an ally attack boost or defense boost for 2 rounds before an action. And attack boost prioritizes the ally with the highest attack, and defense boost prioritizes the ally with the highest defense. So like there's going to be some diversity eventually in this in the gear, but as of right now in the beginning for the first week or so you're not going to see much of that. All right, so don't think you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to build this stat really high. You're not, and you can't even level this gear up until you beat certain areas. So in the beginning you only can level it to 5, and then once you get to a certain level you can level it to 10. So like I said, no one's going to be like, oh, I leveled my weapon to max level in the first week and left everything else. There's not going to be any diversity in this game, 0. All right, and then prior except outside of, like I said, the skill. Then you've got your profile, which is basically just, hey, look, this is, I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of a bond situation. As you can see, bond, it's going to level up your skills and give you some extra stats more than likely. And that's about it. So that's like the deal with most heroes. There are costumes, as you can see. You should get the 2 costumes that I have right here. So if you go into outfit, say this is the original outfit that you're going to have when you first start. Not much of a difference here. Let's switch over. Now you've got these little gold bands. So that's going to be it. This is your charm level. This is when you start unlocking costumes. You're going to get more stats from that. So people who get costumes are going to have more stats, which is a little bit of a problem, but nothing crazy so far from what I've seen. As long as you have the right heroes, I mean, you'll be fine. All right, so that's basically your hero situation. Now we've got a bunch. Oh, actually, we can star up her. Look at this. See, star up. Boom. Say, there you go. Star up. It only gave me that one little piece. All right, and then accessories, same thing. You just click this little button. See, that's all it is. It's not like you're gonna get. It's not. Nothing crazy is gonna happen there. Now, what is the game about? So basically, you're going to get some stuff in this. There's a lot of events that are going on. Honestly, it's almost too many events because I got confused like out of my mind trying to figure out like what I needed to do and which areas are done. There's a daily pack stuff, so you can buy stuff if you need it. You're going to be able to buy summons. There's an exploration pack pass that you can do. Essentially, you just do quests and you get stuff. So that's cool. Free stuff. There is a 1,000 draw. It's not what you're thinking. It's not 1,000 hero draws. It's 1,000 draws to this weird summon pool that gives you like gems and sometimes heroes. It's very rare. I think I've gotten one hero, so you'll get like pieces of heroes. Mostly you get potions and gold and sometimes summons. There's a bunch of different things, but you get about 30 per day. And you just pull them real quick, and there you go. So we got a couple pieces for this guy. See, we got a summon. So this is a summon. So now we got a free summon, so that's nice. And everybody gets that. There's the 7-day login, all right, where you get free stuff here. And this is what I was talking about when you come into claiming. Oops, I forgot you have to click down here. You can buy all this stuff. So like you would just come in here and spend your gems here. So we're going to spend 750 gems to get 5 summons. There you go. And then this is EXP, which it may not seem like you need it early on, but I would just buy them because they're worth it. You're gonna need those, and 50 high-end EXP potions is really worth it, and you get enough gems. So here we go. We have another 7-day login that's actually going on right now. Funny enough, that's why this was letting me buy stuff. I just realized that I'm like I thought I bought it all. So now this is the second 7-day. All right, so we're gonna get some free stuff at the end. We're gonna get this, whatever this is. It's an arc light. That's basically your it's an equipment. I forgot about that part. We can show you that real quick just so you can see it. We're not going to go too detailed into it. But everybody gets an arc light, which actually I got her specific arc light. It gives you attack and stats, as you can see over here. This one gives an effect of granting that was upon entering battle or dealing every 5 instances of damages, grants spell burst. Upon entering, spell burst increases damage dealt. So this is her specific one. So there are ones that are made for heroes, and then there's ones that are just good. So yeah, just equip them, find the ones that match your heroes, and you'll get new stats and new skills. So that's going to help you level up your power. All right, get out of here. And that's one of the summons as well. And now we have outfit wishes. This is one of those things. Once again, I didn't really get a lot from this last time. It's free summon every day, but you don't the chance of you getting anything without spending money are basically nothing. There are events, which is going to give you free stuff. See, this is like by leveling up the hero that you choose, you're going to get pieces, so you may be able to get her to 4-star eventually. There's the booster pack, which is free, so you're going to get some free stuff, and then you have to buy stuff in order to get all these things over here. Permanent is for sign-in and for leveling up. So you do get rewards for hitting certain level rewards. So as you can see, at level 44, I will get this stuff. At level 50, it just constantly goes up, and you're going to get free things. So, I mean, it's good for leveling. That's why leveling is kind of important. There's also Supreme one, which is this. Oop, I clicked the wrong thing. There you go. See, they're going to show you this little this little animation every time. This is one of the outfits you can get for your Demon Master. This is essentially your Demon Master. Boom, look at all that. Pretty cool, right? Like I said, you're gonna like it if you like anime. All right, we're gonna do one summon. You get a free one every single day, and there you go. I don't know what you really get from this. You get like some points and some things. There you go, coins. Those you can be used in this little shop right here, and you get rewards for summoning. So there you go. Free gems, even if you don't get anything, is worth it. You do get arena stuff every day, and then there's daily rewards for clearing stuff. This is where you're going to be having the problem if you do not log in every day. You need to get all of your daily EXP to level your team up. So look at this: 200, what is that? 350, 450. 5, 650, 7, 850, 9, 10, 1,000. You're already at 1,200, 1,300. You know what I mean? There's like 1,500-ish experience here every single day. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but every fight that you're doing only gives you between 20 and 30 EXP. And I will say that your, what is this? Your stamina that they use cheeseburgers. It's so weird. Is very limited. So like figure this, you're only going to get 200 experience for using all of this, and you will get a few things. You can buy energy every day, so there are things you can do to catch up, but like it's not going to be anywhere near 1500 EXP. Like it's a ton of EXP. So now let's go into some of the fighting. Basically, we're not going to dig into like the crazy stuff, but we're going to go into quests, all right? And then you can choose where you go for like your daily stuff. It's kind of fun. So you don't have to walk there or like do anything weird. It will bring you to that area of the map. There is a giant world map, as you will see in about 2 seconds. I'm going to try and pull my hero away for a second. Oh, no, there we go. See? So this is your world map. It's basically you can fight monsters on the world map. You can search for little treasures. You can wander around, see? And there are little places to mine stuff. There's all kinds of things here. But this is the land of confusion. This is where you're going to get your crystals. All right, there you go. This is where you get these crystals to level up your heroes, and you go in and you fight. Now you can. There are raids, so that's good. You can come in on areas that you've beaten and just click raid. We're gonna go into the actual fight, but we're gonna go into blue just because. So we're at 10,900 power. You basically click your burger. I know it's great, and then you pick your team. Our team is 13,000. We'll see if we can beat it. I haven't actually attempted it yet, so this is going to be a first try for this. Let's see how it goes, just so you guys can kind of see how the fighting works and what it's about. So now there's a couple different areas in here. There's the gold dungeon. There's an EXP dungeon. There's this dungeon for where you get the crystals. Then there's also another dungeon where you're going to get artifacts and things like. There's all kinds of dungeons. There's a Holy Land dungeon. There's a dungeon where you wander around and your HP stays the same, and you have to fight a bunch of monsters on a floor of a dungeon and eventually get to the end. So yeah, it's got a lot of modes. I'll put it that way. There's a lot of things to do, and all your normal stuff is free. Like you don't have to worry about having energy and stuff to do your dailies, but anything past that gets kind of rough, and you will find that you're just going to stop playing. Um, Especially in like not the maybe not the first day, but like the second day or so, I think is when I started seeing it. And you're like, oh, okay, so we can't really get anywhere, and we got to wait till tomorrow, to get more EXP to level up because the quests are level locked. I know everyone loves when that happens, right? They don't care if you're strong enough to do it. You're level locked because they don't want you beating it in a certain amount of time. So there you go, unfortunately, because if honestly, it makes sense that they do it because especially in a game like this, if you're paying, you're probably going to scooch real far past people very quickly. Um, I've noticed it. Like you can easily probably just buy a bunch of energy and a bunch of other stuff and level your team up a lot quicker than anyone else could. So there is a pay to win aspect on this game. And I have a feeling it's going to be severe. We have to look at the arena, and I'll tell you right now if it's bad or not. But yeah, I mean, the game itself is fun. So far, it's been worth playing. See, and there we go. We got our free stuff. And every time you beat a stage, you get a first time reward. So that's also very nice. And there's three different bosses in here, one for each color. So there's the red, the blue, and the green. And that'll decide which, crystals you're going to be getting for that fight. Then you've got quests. We've got our treasury. We'll go to the Abyss of Giants. This is for EXP. We'll go into the lower version so it doesn't take forever. There you go, Abyss of Giants. And you will have to find them first before you can unlock them. So we're on stage. Actually, no, we're right here. This one's a little bit rough, I think. All right, so we've got our same team. We're good to go. And you can choose skills on your demon guy. Uh, we have an AoE skill that we chose. That doesn't happen for a while, so don't think you're going to be able to customize this Lord of Demons back there. You won't be able to customize him for a little bit. This is a golem. He is the EXP dungeon boss, and so far I think he's not that bad. There's only been one boss that has caused a problem, and it's because yeah, okay, this is the one that you have to kill the ads. See, that was his AoE skill right there. You just saw. You have to kill his ads, otherwise he starts doing crazy damage. Um, there is one boss that I haven't figured out yet because we haven't messed with it enough. It puts up a shield and it makes the fight take too long. Now, in some of the expedition modes and some of the modes of this game, there are going to be time limits. And that was one of the things I said in the beginning that I was like, I don't really know how I feel about that. It's because there's a turn limit. All right. See, as you can see up in this corner, there's an action limit. Now, the action limit is where I kind of lose it. All right. So basically, if the other team just has, let's just say that you're not fast enough. Let's say you can kill the team in 10 turns, but the fight has a 30 turn limit. All right. Now, if the other team starts getting a lot of turns or is faster than you, they're going to use actions also. So every time their action goes, you will lose an action turn. So it does make it a little annoying if you put it on auto. If you need to kill things fast to beat that thing, you're going to have to turn auto off. Like you have to do it because your heroes might use like skills that are going to do defense up, they're going to do healing, they're going to do all these actions that are just going to waste your turns, and then you're going to fail a fight that you are like 3 to 4,000 power stronger than. So there are like I said, it's not enough to make me hate the game. It's just enough to piss me off, and I know that like randomly during certain parts it will anger a few players because they're going to be like, I can beat this fight, but I have to. But it's just like there's too many actions. Everyone's using actions. There's your demon. This is your main hero. I hope you like him. He's very scary and skeleton-like. Pretty cool, right? All right, so that's your EXP dungeon. Let's look at some of the other modes because everything else I would show you would basically just be that. It would just be the fights. Let's get out of here. So there is expedition mode right here. So this is basically where you're going to get some free things. You're going to get stuff for leveling up your main heroes to SSR, and you also get books for leveling up your skills. So this is where you're going to get a lot of that stuff. You are locked once again, so you can't get through until you beat certain parts of the quest, which basically means you have to beat certain parts of your adventure, which means you have to be a certain level to beat that, and then you have to be a certain level to beat it. Yeah, see what I mean? It just gets crazy. Now there is a way to raid these so you can come in every day and just re-raid them for these pieces, so it's fine, you don't have to worry about that. There's also hard mode, which I don't think we finished. Yeah, we're on stage 4. We just didn't, I forgot it was even here. So we can run through these and it's literally just fights. That's it. There's not much to it. See, and there's you're going to get only the main fights are going to be in here, and here you get an arc light here for beating this, getting enough stars. This one you're going to get some arc light summons and another arc light and some gear, so you're going to get a lot of good stuff from here. So you definitely want to do this, and this is a skill point for Nabe. I'm probably gonna say it wrong every time. This is a skill point, so you don't have to level to use it. So you can literally just use it on her and get a skill point, so you can upgrade a skill early. So they do have ways to level up skills. So I have a feeling you can level up every single skill in the game on every hero. Then we have the conquest, which is basically something you have to do. This is just like a free thing that happens. You're probably going to do it without even thinking about it, and you get free stuff every time. So here we're going to get an arc light for, is this for Nabi? Yeah, we're gonna get an arc light for doing this and reaching these for clearing floor 9 of the treasury. That's gonna take a little bit because those fights are a little bit hard. There's also the training plan, which is something that everyone's gonna get. You're gonna get a free skill point. You're more than likely gonna finish all this pretty quickly. I mean, you're going to go through every day and basically get a new one finished. But right now we're on training plan 10, and then you'll get some free stuff. You get, I think it was a costume or something. I don't remember. There's a bunch of stuff in here that's good. And then there's the adventure, so you can go in here. It'll show you everything that's going on and where you can go. There's side quests if you want to do that and beat some random things. There's towns in this game which are pretty cool. I don't want to go into the abyss. I don't want to go into the abyss. Let me see if I can find the town. I want to try and find it so you guys can kind of see this whole map thing. See, it's pretty cool. There's like deserts. There's there's ruins. That's the holy ruins. It's one of the areas you fight in. Here we go. This is the town. So you can go into Rantel and wander around the town. So there is an aspect of almost like that old school RPG feel without being completely like just open world. Like there is areas that you can wander around. Say, so this is the city. You can just kind of come in here and kind of look around. There's plenty of areas. It's a little weird. The camera, it's gonna move with him. Say, there's like shops and stuff. So you can wander around the town if you want and have some fun. But yeah, basically it's that's basically what it is. It's a gotcha game kind of mixed with an old school JRPG kind of feel. As far as summoning goes, looks like we have summons. I don't know if we get free summons from this. Nope, we didn't get that. Let's look and see what we've got. All right, so we've got 7. This is where I was saying, you might want to do this. Now, Moman, this guy looks kind of cool, and I kind of want him. So here you can choose. This is kind of how it worked with the other two. Now, looks like an SSR version of Albedo. So that's the main hero. She has really good skills that kind of match with your skeleton. So she might be worth pulling for. Then you've got this is your arc lights. You can choose what you want. And then this is your basic summon, which we're going to pull one of just because I have one. And then you get this cool little summoning thing where he opens up the portal. I'll let you guys watch it this time. I usually just skip this. I actually don't know if I've actually watched the whole thing. I guess he's just looking at it. He's wishing. We'll skip it. There you go. Oh, nice. Actually, I like her. She's pretty cool SS here, SR hero, and you can get an outfit for her too. She looks cool too. All right, so there we go. We got pieces so we can upgrade her stars. Now let's go into here. Now, I really like this guy. Funny enough, I was thinking about getting him, but now that I know that this is Albedo and I've seen her skills in the beginning, I think I might choose her. We'll go over here. I think we're going to choose her, select her, because we need a tank anyway. We have our regular tank. Um, but we're gonna have to change her out eventually because she doesn't go to SSR. So here we go. Let's see. We'll summon 10. We're gonna buy. See, this is what I was saying. You buy those last few pieces. There you go. And then we'll see what we get. Let's see if we get anything good. Summon it out. The chances of me getting that hero are not slim to none. All right, so this means you got a new hero is whenever it pops up like that. Otherwise, it just goes. See? Oh, so that's a new hero. Brain. All right, so we got garbage. Basically, we've been getting garbage honestly for the last like 10 pulls. So it doesn't seem like this, like the pull rates are good at all. I mean, just to kind of give you an idea, we've been playing the game for over a week. We got her from a guaranteed pull because you just keep pulling stuff. So she's guaranteed. So that means if we didn't have a guarantee, we wouldn't have gotten her. We got her from the free pull, which is guaranteed that everyone gets. You can choose your hero. These two were SSR. Okay, that they turn SSR, so those two don't count. So all the heroes so far don't count. These count. So we did get one, two, three. Yeah, we got three SSR heroes one time. So we didn't get any extra stars on these guys. So I don't have any stars extra on them. So we got them all one time. So that's it. So that's the chances I had, within however many pulls, probably 100, 100 to 200 pulls, I would guess, in the first week that you're going to get. So figure, yeah, that's your luck. All right. So if you're worried about luck and all that stuff, that's why we're focusing on the four heroes that we have. These four honestly are fine. They work really well for me. I'm not going to complain about it. So yeah, but just know that it might take a while to get stuff, the things you want. All right. Other than that, there's like a lot of little random things. There's blessings. It's mostly like just like random summon things. Um, there's the here we go. Actually, let's go into quests. There is also the treasury, which is kind of cool. That was where we were when we first started. It's basically a rotating area that you can kind of wander around in, and each day is something new. There's usually one or two areas open, and you can choose stuff. You can unlock weapons, which actually we need to do, which is funny enough. This is a pretty strong fight. We're going to give it a shot just to see. We're 13,000. Like I said, we've been leveling up pretty consistently. I did miss one day. So I did not log in and get the free EXP for that one day. So we are going to be behind. And then we'll show the arena just so you can kind of see how it's kind of. That's honestly my least favorite part of this game. The fights are kind of whatever and long. It's a little boring. And even low end fights are just take a while. Like there hasn't been one arena fight that I've walked into and I was like, I'm going to obliterate them in one hit. Like it just doesn't really happen. And there are servers, which once again, anytime you see a server on a game, like where there's different servers, it just means that they didn't create a game that's good for new players. Like where a new player can come in and just kind of play with everyone. It means that they set it up where everybody's going to skyrocket in power and they know that people are going to skyrocket in power and it's not fair to anyone who just joins, which basically means you can expect server merges and possibly just people shutting down stuff and no one playing on your server. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to start a whole new game on a new server if you want to play with people again. So I can imagine that that might be a problem down the road. I think it's one of the main reasons that even though like games like Raid Shadow Legends and things like that, like they're around so long, it's because they have one server which has its own difficulties, but at the same time, it's easy for someone to just come in and kind of just start. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I don't think that this game is going to last. If you're asking my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to last that long. I do think it's a fun game. I think it's great. I think you're going to enjoy playing it for however long you play it until you stop playing it. This boss actually freezes your heroes eventually. Say he locks them. And if you don't kill the boss in the time, which now I doubt we will. Actually, no, my main damage dealer is still awake. This is where the problem was. So we'll see. If you stay once he locks everyone, so there you go. He locks everybody. So we have one damage dealer left. Hopefully my main hero will whack him. Oh, everyone's locked. See, we got defeated because he locked everyone. So this is what like I said, one of the things it's a little bit weird. So I would say you're going to have to bring in all damage dealers for this fight because the healer is just essentially a waste of time. The problem is he does a lot of damage, so I don't know if that's going to be a good thing. But yeah, we literally lost because he just locks everyone eventually. So, like I said, the game's got some cool stuff. It's got some things that are interesting. It at least keeps you on your toes. I have a feeling that a lot of the things they put in it though aren't really interesting. They're just annoying. You know what I mean? Like I can't really explain it. You'll see when you play it. It's like there's just little things that just kind of irk you, and you get like, I don't know how I feel about this. So, I mean, like I said, it's fun. I would highly recommend at least downloading it and giving it a shot. You're going to enjoy it for minimum the first week, possibly the 2 weeks. And if you get it in a good guild or a clan, you'll find some stuff. There is a mansion which doesn't really have much going on in it. There's dispatch missions, things like that. So you're gonna find some things in here that are kind of cool. There's the supreme being. This is the one thing I didn't show you guys. Say this is. It's gonna make me watch this stupid thing again. I forgot that every time you do it on, if you watch for the first time on like PC or on your tablet, it makes you watch this crap again. I was like, come on. All right, so this is your little demon guy. He's going to open up his book and think he's going to think a lot. There you go. See, and you can upgrade skills, you can get details, you can level him up. See, level up, boom, there you go. He's 46 now. And then you can unlock talents, which we're just going to do attack because that's the kind of guy I am. Crit damage, attack, sure. And then you get this final attack there. So now we've got more stuff, make our heroes a lot stronger. So that's kind of cool. And that's where you can check your skills. Say we can add skills and stuff. You can unlock them. There's different versions of this hero, so you can actually upgrade your skin and get him. And then there's your supreme being. What is his name? Ains. His name's Ains. It's great. But yeah, that's basically the whole game. I mean, you're going to be wandering around, killing things, fighting stuff, and you have some pretty cool heroes. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. But like I said, it's got some things that I definitely see being a problem. Not in a sense that it's like, oh, I'm never going to play it again, but it is stuff that maybe will eventually cause the downfall of the game. And I kind of I'm sad when I see that kind of stuff in really good games because this game is good, and I think even with the little irritations here and there and the waves and all that stuff, I feel like it would still be fun. I just hope it has the longevity and can hold up. We have to go into actually here. I'll show you the arena real quick. Here we go. Not ranked. Yeah, I haven't been ranked the entire time that we've been playing. So let's go to is there ranking? Here we go. Ranking. So I'm 43. Here we go. So this guy is already level 54. All right, can we look at his heroes? No, we can't. So this guy within the first week, and levels are tough in this game. All right, so within the first week, he is already 7, 11, 11 levels higher than me within the first week. All right, and these levels take a while to get, so it's definitely tough, and I think the experience gets more and more every time. So he's already probably much further in the events. He's further in the areas where he can unlock things because like I can't equip things until I hit certain levels. So once again, like you're gonna have no chance against that person. So it's gonna be a problem, I think, for the arena at minimum. So don't expect to get a lot from the arena. You're probably not going to enjoy it that much. There's nothing here really. I mean, even fighting, look at this, 36 it takes a little while and they're kind of boring and slow. So just know that if you're a PvP kind of guy, this probably isn't your game. Other than that, it's great. All right. So if you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, feel free to leave a comment. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. I hope you guys are interested in playing more games like this and seeing some new games because I would like to show them to you. All right. And we do a live stream every single week. So remember that. And you can become a member for $1.99 a month if you're interested. And you get some free things and some emojis and you get access to all my videos earlier on, which is very nice. All right. So yeah, this is Lord of Nazarick, the weird anime monster killing event. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.